Hello everyone, this is Liam McMahon. It is Sunday, April 7th. This is your weekend moving average video. As has been my habit for the past maybe 2 or 3 months, I'm going to take a look at one pair on multiple time frames to see my broader view of the markets. Make sure to check out Friday's moving average video, which has been posted and has gone out over Twitter. This is kind of a bonus look at one particular pair across a variety of time frames. It's the pair that's most on my radar for next week, and today's pair is Euro Aussie. After the significant rally that we saw in Euro pairs last week on the back of the ECB and a very disappointing non-farm payrolls report, the Euro crosses have actually put in a very aggressive bullish weekly candle, and I like them higher over the near term. So please take a moment, pause the recording, read the risk disclaimer, which should now be on your screen, and then we will get started. Alright, so here we have the weekly chart of Euro Aussie. You can see a lot of people, myself included, were looking at this inverse head and shoulders pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We broke above, we rallied, we could not sustain a rally back above the neckline of the inverted head and shoulders pattern. However, as the market could not just quite get enough momentum to push itself higher into this 140 range. But then after this significant decline that we saw over the since really early February, this week or last week we tested this 618 fib retracement here, measuring from this basically 116 low up to the recent 131.50 highs, and from that 618 we put in a very bullish engulfing candle here on the weekly chart. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see right off perfectly the last 2 weeks the 618 has held. There's also been significant for the last rally that we saw, really starting at 121.70 and getting as high as 132. So launched a 500 pip rally. Last time we just put in a bullish engulfing candle off on the weekly chart off that 618. Here again this week, so longer term charts look, potentially very bullish for a move, hopefully above these previous highs and even as high as to challenge this 200-week moving average here in orange. So that's what I'm looking at on the weekly chart. If we drop it down to the daily chart, you can see how we've respected that fib level. But let's take a look. We are encountering a significant moving average resistance here on the daily chart. The 50, 100, and 200-day EMAs are all combined. That's where price got to Friday. You can see we pulled back a little bit from there. Not surprising that we're unable to clear those that major resistance on the first attempt. But I do think that the market is likely to start to reload early in this upcoming week, Sunday and Monday, before bursting higher through these moving averages and eventually through this daily cloud. Reinforcing this view, here is the 4-hour chart. You can see that we've had this significant decline, and it looks like we've finally broken out of this descending wedge sort of formation. It's hard really to get a great handle on the bottom of it, but certainly this top trend line has been fairly well tested and well regarded in the market for a while now. You can see really we've had 1, 2, 3, now 4 touches here. We consolidated slightly under that 4th touch and then just blew higher through it after we put in this shorter term double bottom here on the 4-hour chart. We cleared sort of the top of that pattern, that double bottom, when we broke above this resistance level here. And I do like the pair, obviously, like I said, pulling back from here, but I do like it to reload for a move higher early next week. So where can we look to start to try to establish these long positions? So if we draw some fib levels, we have a very nice confluence here of the 50% fib and that a retest of that trend line, as well as this 100 period EMA here on the 4-hour chart, depending on exactly how long it takes us to get back down here. But that comes in at 120, basically 123.90. So anywhere from 123.90 to 124 would be an area to look at. We also have this 38.2% fib here at 124.32 that I would be keeping an eye on. So really looking for pullbacks here early in the week, something along these lines, drift us back into this region before moving higher to test first the bottom here of this cloud, which basically comes in at 127.70 or so. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on for next week. Very much like Euro Aussie longs, we are currently overbought here on a standard RSI. So I am looking to buy a pullback or consolidation, but I'll be looking for any excuse to start loading up on some longs for at least a 200 to 300 pip move higher, but perhaps even more. All right, so hopefully that is helpful. It gives you something to look for next week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Good luck at the Open, and we will talk to you soon.